Indian Society of Astronautics. He is currently the chairman of International Space Society. He has previously been the group director of ISRO. Through his 30 years of dedicated service to the ISRO, he has been involved immensely for the work and improvement of Indian space science and technology. He has played very important role in more than 18 satellite programs for the country. For his valuable contribution, Sir has received many awards, such as Distinguished Achievement Award from the Chairman of ISRO in 1976, Outstanding Alumnus and Lifetime Achievement Award from College of Engineering Pune, Varman Award, and many such. He has also held the presidency of Vigyan Bharati, Western Maharashtra region. He has been the president of Indian Association of Physics Teachers, Pune, and a senior scientific advisor at the Flame University. Professor NAIK is devoted for the cause of popularization of space science since last 20 years and has published more than 450 articles and also a book named Avkash Jhe, which was highly applauded by the expert. He is responsible for taking the small satellite technology called CubeSat to the school level on a big scale for the first time in the country. More than 1,200 school students were participated in this unique workshop and took benefit of it. Professor NAIK is always in search of new and innovative activities for students to enable their learning and to inspire them to take interest in space science and technology. For this, he is currently mentoring a privately run and an entirely new educational setup exclusively dedicated to space science and technology in Pune called as Suresh NAIK Space Park, SNSP. Professor NAIK's work is quite immense to be presented in a few sentences. But as we are bound to time, I would like to conclude here and I call upon my maid Nanda to continue further with the event. Thank you.
Thank you, Shrunal, for the introduction. Now I kindly request Professor NAIK to please continue with your talk. Thank you.
I'm extremely happy to be amongst you this morning to give a talk on Chandrayaan 3. You know when it is going to be launched, the mission? Yeah. So I can say that the whole country is looking forward, is excited for this very big movement for our country and ISRO, of course. Friends, I would like to also, before I start, congratulate Raka Madam and Astro Club for the good work they are doing for the outreach of the students. And now I will start my talk. Actually, before I come to Chandrayaan 3, and I have to introduce some reference about Chandrayaan 1 and Chandrayaan 2, and then go to Chandrayaan 3. Even before that, I would like to give you some ideas about the basics of space technology. And though you may be knowing, some of you, it is better to have a recap about that. See, what is the highest altitude mountain in the world? That is Mount Everest, and its height is about 9 kilometers. Now I want to give this as a perspective as we go higher up from the sea level. 50 kilometers altitude has got some significance. The aeroplanes cannot fly above this altitude. The reason being, first thing is aeroplanes work on taking oxygen from the outside atmosphere. And at 15 kilometers, the oxygen availability is so low because the atmosphere is getting thinner and thinner. So they cannot fly above that. Now if you want to go higher than that, you have to use rockets. So what is so special about rockets, which enables them to go higher up? The fact is, rockets not only carry along with them the fuel, but also their own oxygen stock. That is why there is no restriction for the rockets. They can fly through any medium, through sea, through air, atmosphere, and through space. Here I will show you a boundary at 100 kilometers. That is the end of atmosphere and beginning of space. But we have to keep in mind that it does not change abruptly. The atmosphere becomes thinner and thinner and gradually merges with space. As you go higher up, there is another boundary at 36,000 kilometers. This is very significant orbit in the space, because if you launch a satellite in this orbit and which are in a plane parallel to equator, then from the Earth, any point, you can look at that satellite, because it is also revolving around Earth in 24 hours, which is also Earth's revolving time around its own axis, and it is also moving in the same direction from west to east. Because of that, the relative velocities between these two are zero, and that is why it is possible to have what is called a geostationary satellite. So that happens only at 36,000 kilometers. Please remember that, because as you go higher up, the revolving time goes lesser and lesser, and it matches Earth's revolving speed. Now, if you go higher, there is a moon at 4 lakh kilometers from Earth, and then with the mass which is more than 40 crores kilometers. So we are going to talk about India's moon missions today. So the distance is about 4 lakh kilometers. Chandrayaan-1 was launched on 22nd October 2008. The vehicles which were used for that, anyway, you can see the rocket. It is called PSLV. PSLV stands for Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle. And I will come to the launch aspects and how it was put into the lunar orbit later. But before that, we will see about PSLV rocket. This is actual photograph or the sketch of PSLV rocket. This is the first stage, second stage, third stage, fourth stage. On the top of the rocket, the satellite is situated. This is called heat shield or space fairing. This is included around the satellite to act as an insulator of heat, because during the first 5 minutes of the rocket's journey, after its launch, it travels through very dense layer of atmosphere, and the friction between the top of the rocket and of course the atmosphere creates tremendous heat, something like 1000 degrees Celsius. Our satellite cannot withstand that high temperature, and that is why heat shield is essential. The weight of the rocket is around 300 tons and the height is around 44 meters. Now that is equivalent to our 14-story building. You can imagine what a gigantic rocket it is. Now this is the video which I am going to show just to give you an idea how the Chandrayaan 3 mission will take off. Before that, what are the activities take place there? There are different centers of ISRO. The center at Thiruvananthapuram is called Vikram Sarabhai Space Center. There the rockets are designed and made. Another center at Bengaluru, Rover Space Center, that is entrusted with the responsibility of management of the satellite launch. In the center itself, there are many subsystems like structure, telemetry, telecommand, temperature control are made. But the most important part of the satellite, which does its lifetime work, is designed and developed at Ahmedabad Center, where I worked for 32 years. That is called payload. Payload is an instrument which does the function of the satellite. So, these aspects of the mission we have covered. There is another important element of the mission, satellite mission. That is the liquid engines, okay? Because the rocket as well as the satellite requires propulsion engines. Now there is another center, liquid propulsion center at Bangalore. It has also got branches somewhere else. That is the responsibility of LPSC Bangalore. So you can now see different important aspects of a rocket mission which is going to happen tomorrow. Rocket comes from Thiruvananthapuram to Sriharikota. Satellite comes from Bengaluru to Sriharikota. Engines come from Bengaluru in a different center to Sriharikota. All these elements are integrated at Sriharikota. Okay? And then after integration, what happens, I am going to show you in this video. There is Sriharikota. This is the integration building in which the rocket is being assembled. It is completely assembled and traveling slowly through the launch pad. This is actually the countdown.
Onboard computer is in flight mode.
2, 1. Stages for stages are getting detached and falling into the ocean. In the control room, you can see the journey of the satellite, the rocket, sorry. This is the last stage, successfully launched into the orbit.
Such organization, Mr. Madhav Nayak, and all those friends, and day and night, you are all working here. So I congratulate all of you for the excellent performance of this PS.
So that is how tomorrow's mission also is going to take off. But here, after rocket launch, what happened was different than what is going to happen tomorrow. I will come to that later. Before that, we will have a little bit discussion about Chandrayaan-1, which is the background of coming today towards Chandrayaan-3. Chandrayaan-1 was India's first moon mission, and I can call it a magnificent mission, perhaps one of the most important achievements of Indian scientists, because first time actually it has achieved a success which nobody in the world had achieved, including the space superpowers like America, Russia, or Europe or China. That achievement has been achieved by Chandrayaan-1. Let us say what about that, but before that, let us see its trajectory. Here is the, I think this light is not really showing it. I will use my I think now it should be on. Should I keep it on? Sit on? I think because of the white background, we must doesn't matter. You can switch it off. Otherwise, you have next slide figure and maybe. Okay, thanks. So, you can see Earth is there. Around that, there is a elliptical orbit around Earth, and below that, there is a satellite. Okay. First thing is, you can see the path. This is the orbit in which PSLV has launched the satellite, and its work is over. It has fallen down into the ocean. Now the satellite on its own strength has to travel all the way 4 lakh kilometers to the moon. How it does, actually the farthest point of the orbit from the Earth is called apogee, and the closest point from the Earth is called apogee. The orbit of the satellite is raised gradually. It's called orbit raising. Okay? What happens because of that? Actually, it travels, the apogee is increasing in the direction of moon. Okay? This is achieved by firing the engine on the satellite. Satellite has got its own fuel, it has got its own engine. If you give a command from the ground station, you can fire the satellite engine. And that is always done at perigee, because being closest to the Earth, gravitational force is highest there, and you get the maximum advantage of velocity increase. Okay? And there are gradually more and more perigee burns around Earth, and the satellite is orbit increase gradually it goes to moon. I will say how it happens. Every apogee burn, the orbit is raising. Now the satellite has arrived in the vicinity of moon, and so far you can see it was revolving around Earth. Now we want to change its orbit and put it inside into the moon's orbit. Okay? How it is done? You have to reduce the velocity of the satellite so that it is less than the escape velocity of moon. Okay? Which is about 5 kilometers per second or so. If you reduce the velocity successfully at a precise time, in the precise direction, all these are very precise maneuvers, then the moon's gravity captures the satellite into its orbit. Like that. And then it is reduced, orbit lowering is done, and finally it settles down in 100 kilometer orbit around moon. Friends, here I want to share with you some very happy news that at the time of October 2008, there were about 70 moon missions done by various countries, and more than 30% of these moon missions had failed to put their satellite into the moon's orbit, whereas in Chandrayaan 1, India achieved this magnificent feat in the very first attempt. After that, very important maneuver was required. What was that? Here you can see in the satellite, some portion is painted in the red color. That is the main satellite. Some portion is painted in the green color. That is called probe. Okay. The idea and the goal was to lower that probe, hard landing on the moon's surface. And for that you have to have a correct orientation first, and then it is ejected. It took 20 minutes to land, not a soft landing. Please remember, this is the difference between the Chandrayaan 1 and Chandrayaan 3. It is hard landing. Okay, technology is simpler, relatively simpler, and during the journey of 20 minutes, it took very rare pictures of the moon's surface from close up. Okay, so we got very close up, nice pictures of moon's surface due to this probe. And it did some very important work I will tell you later. And the whole thing so far, whatever I told you, so after that it started revolving around moon. All this is, that's, okay, thank you. All this is shown in a very brief manner in the next video. Orbit is being raised. Communication with the workstation at Fergusson. Lunar orbit insertion done successfully. Orbit is being lowered to settle down in 100 km final orbit. Solar panel gets deployed. Probe is being injected now. Landing on the moon surface. And it starts revolving around the moon. So that is how the flight actually took place, and I wanted to now share another very spectacular bit. I mean, the work did by Chandrayaan 1 was at that time only 3 countries were successful in landing their national flags on the surface of the moon. That was America, Russia, and Europe. And India was the fourth country to do that. Whereas actually at that time, we did not know whether water exists on moon or not. There was only a speculation. Yeah, water might be existing. Many countries tried to detect the water on the moon. They send the moon missions. America even sent the astronauts. They brought the samples from there, but they could not announce that they firmly the existence of water on the moon. There was some kind of a race going on at that time. Who finds water on moon first, if it exists? And in that, there were participated America, Russia, Europe, Japan, and China. But finally, who won this tough race? That was India. Chandrayaan-1 was the first satellite to win this race. And that is the discovery which I was telling you no other country had done. Now let us come to Chandrayaan-2 mission, which you are aware, actually it was launched on 22nd July, and the lander touched down on the moon on 7th September. So the first step of this launching for Chandrayaan-3 is going to happen tomorrow. And that is an important step, but more exciting and thrilling steps are going to take later. I will come to that. In Chandrayaan-2, the configuration was like this. This was the lander here, and this was the orbiter. Okay. In the inside lander, there was rover. Rover is shown there. This lander was named Vikram after Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, and rover was named as Prajna. This intellect. Okay. Now this video will show you what happened in Chandrayaan-2. video was taken before actual the moon lander on the moon landing. That's why you can see here the lander has landed successfully, the rover has come out so that you get an idea what is going to happen in Chandrayaan 3. Okay, but there was a very big bird in the last phase of the mission. The lander, instead of slowly landing on the moon surface, softly landing on the moon surface, it crashed. Okay, and at that point onwards, you can say the mission failed. Now, here what actually I am going to tell you, some of the aspects why soft landing on moon is extremely challenging. Okay. Here, what happens is on Mars, though it is of course challenging, compared to landing on moon, Mars landing is easier because you can do that by using a parachute because there is air on Mars, atmosphere on Mars, so it is not as dense as on Earth. Whereas on moon, it is negligible. You can say it is absolutely not there. Though at the surface of the moon, there is a thin atmosphere. Because of that, you have to use different techniques like retrograde firing. See these engines on the lander, they fire towards the moon surface, so that applies the brake. You know, the reverse of the Newton's third law. Newton's third law. Okay? And in fact, this technique was used to increase its orbit, but here it is retrograde firing. It is called retrograde firing. And there are so many other problems because the gravity on moon is much less, 1/6 that of Earth, whereas on Mars it is 1/3. So because the gravity also is less, that also adds to a problem in soft landing. Because you have to have a balance between actually to the Mars, the gravity and the parachute lift. Here you can't do that. So it is extremely challenging. You can see of the 46 missions like Chandrayaan 2, it is soft landing on moon by the entire world, only 21, like less than half, were successful. It can give you an idea how difficult it is. Both USA and Russia failed in their first 9 attempts. Only in the 10th attempt, these countries, with such an advanced technology, they could achieve this success. Only China is the country has got a successful track record. China succeeded in the very first attempt with a soft landing. But here, I think I should give you one clarification. Both Russia and America, they tried soft landing in 1960s, almost 50 years back. Whereas China did the soft landing in 2013. So the technology advancement at the advantage China could get. Okay, but anyway, this gives you an idea how tough it is to achieve the soft landing on moon. So what happened in Chandrayaan 2 exactly? Okay, because now the 4 years are over. Lot of analysis of the failure has been carried out by ISRO experts, and many inputs they got. So let's see what really they found out. On 7th September, the lander was expected to do the soft landing on moon, though in July the launching took place. Similar thing is going to happen in Chandrayaan 3. Tomorrow it is going to be launched, assuming that it will be a successful launch. Actual lander will land on the moon on 23rd August. Please make a note of this date, 23rd August. Not only India, the whole world will be looking, on the moon side, what happens to the lander. On 7th September, maybe I think at 1:50 a.m. early in the morning, okay, when it was midnight, still crores of Indians were awake and watching the television. So that kind of excitement always comes in India and of course in the world. So the 15 minutes descent starts at 2.1 kilometers. Here you can see there is an orbiter. Orbiter, actually from that the lander model comes out. Orbiter's orbit is 100 kilometers. Lander's orbit in red color is 30 kilometers. That means it's elliptical. Major axis is 100 and this axis is 30 kilometers. So from 30 kilometers it has to travel moon and land. So what happens is up to the 2.1 kilometers our lander performed the journey perfectly. There is no hitch at all. Initially there is what is called rough braking, then there is called absolute braking, and then third is the final soft braking. So up to the 2.1 kilometer height above moon, everything was happening very nicely. But after that, the 15 minutes journey from 2.1 kilometer to the moon, that was actually German ISRO called, it was 15 minutes of terror, and the worst expected happened, and our lander crashed because I'll come to the reason. Exactly what happened from 30 kilometers, it comes at 2.1 kilometer, and then let us see what happens. Impact, and these pieces of the lander were found afterwards by our orbiter. So this is what happened. Now what are the reasons for that? Chandrayaan 3, anyway I think first we'll see what Chandrayaan 3, it's now the Chandrayaan 2 also, GSLV Mark 3 launch vehicle was used. This is the most powerful launch vehicle ISRO has got today. It is also called LVM-3, that is Launch Vehicle Model 3, Mark 3. Now, this is the cost per launch of this vehicle is 375 crores every launch. And the liftoff mass was 640 ton capacity it has got. And this is the stage 1. You can see the boosters on both the sides. They constitute stage 1 of the launch vehicle. The central stage is called the stage 2, and this is the third stage that is made of cryogenic engine, and on the top of that you have this Chandrayaan 2 integrated model situated there. Okay, this is the configuration. No orbiter in Chandrayaan 3, that is to be noted, because the orbiter launched in Chandrayaan 2 is perfectly working fine. It has got 7 years life and still about 4 years left. And we are going to use that orbiter only for Chandrayaan 3 mission, thus saving about 375 crores. So cost of Chandrayaan 3 will be 600 crores only. This is the profile, how we perform the journey. What is going to happen is the launch is going to take place on 14th July, tomorrow at 2:35 p.m. to be exact. This launch also, you must know, is a launch window. Sometimes it is very small window. I think it was in Chandrayaan 2 it was only for 5 minutes. You know, the restriction comes mainly of course because of the weather. I mean, you should not have the thunder like this thing coming. I mean, those white lane is permissible. Secondly, there is a lot of debris, you know, kachra, lot of space debris on inside the space, and the debris pieces are traveling in the space. These are tracked by ISRO, and between the two pieces of a debris, your rocket has to escape during dash time. Otherwise, it will hit one of the debris pieces and your mission will be failure. Okay, so at that time, only 5 minutes were available because of this. So 2:35 is the precise time we have to see that our rocket takes off. Before that, there will be about 30 hours countdown. It must have started now. Okay, and it should go through very smoothly. So once that is done, then you can see the first one I showed, orbit number 1, that is 256 kilometers at the closest point called perigee, and 23,000 kilometers farthest point apogee. Afterwards, there will be about 3 more orbit raising operations, and then it will start its journey towards moon, and then it will be inserted in the lunar orbit, and it will be reduced, and finally it should settle down in 100 kilometer orbit. Here, this one takes place now. You can say here, actually, this comes near the moon. This is the pair of lander and the propulsion unit. In case of Chandrayaan 3, instead of orbiter, they are using propulsion unit, which takes the lander after it is separated from the vehicle right up to the moon's orbit. Okay, so at this stage they are connected. But when it comes nearer to the moon, then it is separated. And if after it settles down in 100 kilometer orbit, then it is separated. And the lander is separated from the propulsion unit and starts traveling towards moon. It is more or less similar, but here only orbiter is not there. Okay? And this translunar orbit will take 1 month, and this 9 days from injection into orbit to settle into 100 kilometers. This is how it is almost going to take 39 days to start our landing process. Now this is separation of EM. You can see here actually the lander is put into 100 by 30 kilometers, and from there we get touchdown. This is the final schedule, what it is going to happen. On 18th August, the lander is separated. I mean, lander and it goes into 100 by 30 kilometer journey. And here I want to tell you one important point. When it is just separated, its velocity is 21,600 kilometers per hour, or 6 kilometers per second. When it is in the 100 by 30 kilometer orbit, actually is, and when it is going to land on the moon, it should be reduced to 7 kilometers per hour, or 2 meters per second, and that is at the height of 2.1 kilometers. Your orbit, settled into that orbit, I already told you all this. On 23rd August, what is going to happen? This is again the 15 minutes descent, starts from 2.1 kilometer, and it has to soft land on the moon. Now the payloads which are going to be there on Chandrayaan 3, there is one spectropolarimetry and of habitable planets. Even the propulsion module which is going to orbit around moon has got a payload, and that will obtain the signature of the Earth. What is the purpose? We are going to do any research to find similar Earth-like habitable planets in the universe. Once you obtain the signature of the Earth, then it is easy to find out whether same signature planets are there in the universe. The function of, this is a function of shape, that is the payload. Lander also has got 3 payloads: thermophysical experiment to measure thermal conductivity at temperature, instrument for lunar seismic activity, the what do you call the actually bhukampala kind of thing. We want to find out that. And then there is one more instrument to measure its plasma density variations on the lander. 2 payloads on the rover, alpha particle X-ray spectrometer. This will identify elemental composition of the lunar surface, and laser-based breakdown spectroscopy. What it does is the rover, when it comes out, it is going to travel like about half kilometer per second, and it will travel only for 14 days because it doesn't have that capacity to withstand the very severe temperature in the night. Okay, on the moon, something like minus 150 degrees Celsius. It will touch down there in the early morning, and 1 day on the moon is 14 days of the Earth. So 14 days, Earth days only it will survive. And this particular instrument, how it will find out the minerals on the moon? Because of the laser, it will reject the laser beam on the ground, and whatever earth is there, regolith is there, that will vaporize, gases will be produced, and the rover will then have a spectroscopy, and it will identify whether there is aluminium, whether there is gold, what kind of minerals are there. And the final goal is lunar surface to collect data about the moon's geology and composition. Now, reasons for the failure of Chandrayaan-2, which was studied, main reason is dispersion in the lander's propulsion system at 2.1 km height. And you see, when it comes down like that, okay, it should come down in a particular straight line, allowing for some dispersions in its path. Software will correct that dispersion. But what happened? Actually, the dispersion took place was more than the software's range of design, and it could not correct it. And because of that, the speed, when thrusters also misbehaved, and instead of 2 kilometers per second, the velocity was very high, and then it crashed. This I already explained. Now, causes of dispersion, there is atmosphere. I told you there is a thin atmosphere near the surface of the moon that can cause dispersion. Then the gravitation forces of another satellite can cause dispersion. There are so many unknown things which can cause this dispersion. What we have to do is we have to build our software very sophisticated. It can take these variations in account. Now, corrections which have been done allow the dispersion level in the propulsion system enhanced. Because of the high resolution data from Chandrayaan-2 mission, the landing area now is very large, 4 by 4 kilometers instead of 1.5 by 1.5 kilometers. We already know which is the exact location of the moon, where it will land. Laser's legs have been strengthened. Supposing instead of 2 meters per second, it lands with 3 meters per second, enough cushion has been built in. Okay, and then redundancy is extra unit or extra subsystem. So one unit falls, there is another one to take place. So there is a redundancies have been added in sensors and PPC antenna, etc. Landers fuel quantity has been increased. Solar panel size has been increased, and laser Doppler velocity meter also is added, so you know the exact velocity. Hundreds of tests have been carried out on Earth laboratories to reassure that it will be success this time. So friends, I already covered this. A lot of work has been done by ISRO in the last 4 years, analysis, corrections, testing, and they have made sure that to the large extent, as far as possible, we will achieve success on 23rd August and tomorrow. Tomorrow is the first step. Tomorrow we should have a successful launch, and then on 23rd also we should have successful landing. So let us wish all the best luck for ISRO, and thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now the floor is open for questions. So if anyone has questions, can ask one by one.
Only thing is they will bring the mic or they can come here.
Anyone who wants to ask the questions can raise the hand. The mic will come.
Yes, very nice lecture, sir. Very nice. My question is about how we are going to get the data that will be captured by this mission, and is there any special effort by ISRO, just like how ISRO is making effort taking national level workshops on Aditya mission. So is there any plan by ISRO for data processing workshops or something like that, and when are we expecting to get it?
Yeah, your I think first part of the question, which as I understood about the data which is transmitted by rover and lander, and of course the propulsion unit, how are we going to get it, right? So, you know, I showed you that there is one telemetry and telecommand system on board these three things, and there will be antenna also. That antenna is aligned with the ground antenna of the Earth station, and by the way, we have incorporated one extra antenna because there was a communication failure in Chandrayaan 2. We don't want to have that, we want to avoid it. So through the telemetry system, actually the data is received by the antenna, whose antenna is there, okay, on the Earth station, and we can receive the data in actually the microwave band. Okay. And what is the second part of the question?
Second part is when it is supposed to arrive and when it is supposed to get public.
Yeah.
For everyone to
Yeah. It is going to take time. First thing, the public will know on 23rd August at I think it is also, I don't know the time exactly, but on 23rd August, whether the lander has landed successfully. Okay, that is the most important part of the technological achievement of this mission, Chandrayaan 3, and that we will know immediately, right? Then the rover will come out because the door of the lander will open, and itself will go into the platform for descending the rover. The rover will it will start moving on moon. Also, one by one, the subsystems and payloads on lander and on the rover will be switched on. First, the testing will be done, and then the data will start coming. And actually, this duration about the scientists interpreting the data, come to a conclusion and making announcements takes a lot of time because the huge data comes in, okay, and analyzing it is a tremendous job. So we can't really define how much time it will take, but in case of earlier missions, America sent some rovers on Mars. It took years to know the data, to get the conclusions of the data. Okay, so but that is something uncertain period, which will come to know as and when they arrive as consumers.
Hello, sir. Such an honor to meet you. I have a question that Chandrayaan 2, which was felt that the lander which communicate with orbiter is to send the data of that lander. So the Chandrayaan 3 will communicate with orbiter or not?
Chandrayaan 3 has no orbiter in its configuration, because as I mentioned, Chandrayaan 2 orbiter is available to us, doing fine work. In fact, it has got the world's best sensors on it. You can get the resolution to the finer detail of 20 centimeters of moon. Okay, and no other country has done that. And because of that, lot of important information has come. So what you are asking is about that orbiter is not available. Another orbiter has not been sent, not going to be sent on Chandrayaan 3. Instead of that, we have got a propulsion module. Propulsion module is a small module compared to orbiter and less expensive. Okay, and it will do its work of taking the lander from the Earth orbit to the Moon orbit. In addition, there is one important payload which is located on that. As I told you, getting Earth's signature, and there are some other work also it will be doing. Propulsion module.
And another question is that in Chandrayaan 2 and Chandrayaan 3, the distance which we travel from Earth to Moon is about 1 month and 2 days. So can we go in lesser time by increasing speed or in changing the trajectory?
No, actually see, the time which it takes to revolve around Earth, orbit basic, that is going to be a long time. To complete 3 more orbits around Earth itself is going to take 1 month. Okay, because it's a long, Earth is a large diameter, right? And it goes around it, so it takes a lot of time. And we are not in a hurry. You see, I want to tell you how this timing has been arrived at to launch tomorrow. Okay, so if you assume in case of Chandrayaan 2, we consumed about 42 days, 43rd day it started landing on the moon. In case of Chandrayaan 3, it is going to take 39 days. Okay, now you work backwards. We want to send our lander when there is a just dawn on moon. It should be the beginning of the day, so you get full 14 days to collect the data. In the night it is gone, the light is over. So work from that point of view. Okay, so 23 August, beginning of the dawn is going to start. You come back about 43 days or 39 days and decide 14 July as the date. Okay? Yeah.
Hello sir, thank you for this insightful talk. So what exactly are the signatures of the Earth that we want to study, and why do we study them from Moon rather than from Earth itself?
What is the images of Earth?
Signatures of Earth.
You see, ultimately we want to use the data to make a search in the universe for similar planets which have got atmosphere, which have got water, which have got maybe an oxygen, right? So then only our idea is to have human habitation on some other planet. At present we are planning Mars as that particular planet, alternative world to Earth, because here the population is increasing, the resources shortage is increasing. Tomorrow suppose if there is, because of the what is it called? Earth warming. Because of earth warming, many part of the earth goes underwater. Where will people go? So in fact already you can see the water level and the ocean are increasing. So we want alternative world for the human being. So we are trying to find out what will be the alternative world, right, apart from Mars. And to do that, sir, we want to, supposing if you actually have something like Hubble telescope, which can get research there, right? India also has got Astro, which can look at the galaxies and the universe. So how we will know that this particular planet which we are looking at is habitable? We don't have any idea about Earth, how actually its spectrum works and all that. This particular instrument is going to give you a signature. This is how Earth-like planet should have its signature. Then you can find out other habitable Earths. Okay?
So we cannot judge that from Earth itself, right? We have to go to another planet.
Because you have to go at a high distance to do that. Because the entire Earth you have to map, right? That is why.
Thank you so much.
Unfortunately, we are running out of time, so okay, sure, go.
Hi, so no, I have one question. So what I was saying is, have we changed anything in terms of the gradual speed of descent, in terms of how fast we want to break the velocity? Because I think that's where the last mission had sort of encountered an obstacle where you have to slow it down drastically in a very short frame of time frame. And the other question is that the debris that you said that might encounter.
No, sorry. Actually, first the question let me understand clearly. Can you just clarify what you want to ask?
No, I was saying that have we, or what have we done, or what has ISRO done in terms of helping us, or have they increased the time frame over which the velocity of the lander will be reduced? Because if the velocity is reduced drastically, then something like what happened last time might.
Okay, actually, as I told you, the landing phase of the lander on the moon is divided into 3 phases. One is rough braking. That means its velocity will not be reduced too far meter per second suddenly, but it will be reduced fast. Okay. Second phase is its maintaining that, right? And the third phase is to make it very small so that it soft lands. So that particular thing has been built into the software, and the propulsion system will act according to it. You know, whenever all the speed is controlled by means of thrusters firing towards moon. If the thrust is reduced, then it will come down faster. If the thrust is increased, it will come down slower. Isn't it? So that all that control has been built into the software.
So, the second question that I had was that when you're landing the model, can't we have a system where we are controlling that landing live from Earth, wherein if something goes wrong, like in Neil Armstrong's mission where he had landed, there was a last-minute fuel shortage where he had only about 40 seconds of fuel left to land successfully. But since he was controlling the rocket, he could actually change the trajectory and make a safe landing. So, can we not develop a system wherein we can control the rocket directly from down in the control room?
Now, in case of actually Apollo 14 missions, when Neil Armstrong landed back, they had an advantage that is the human being controlling the whole thing. In our case, we don't have that advantage. The whole thing has to be done by computer, right? And the computer software, how sophisticated you make, it all depends on that. But ISRO has visualized, imagine what will be the various scenarios, and all those scenarios, corrective actions have been built into the software. For example, this particular Chandrayaan-3 software has more fuel to take care of the situation which you are mentioning. So it deviates from the landing side, okay, then to bring it back to the right path, it has got extra fuel, extra power, so that the system works.
So those precautions have been taken.
Yes, all the time. Dispersion also will be less this time. Okay, thanks. All right.
Excuse me, sir. So many of the ISRO's missions like Mangalyaan, they have many women scientists working. Many women scientists working in the mission. Earlier missions. So in Mangalyaan, for example. Chandrayaan, do you have any contributions from the
today's chairman, Dr. Shobna, was very much engaged in Chandrayaan-2 and earlier projects. And they experienced the staff and the earlier moon missions, those who are not retired, like me, they are all available for Chandrayaan-3. So we have got a vast pool of resources as regards that.
I was talking about the women scientists, ladies.
Oh, yeah. Actually, you see, in Chandrayaan, in Mangalyaan, the operations control in charge was a lady scientist. Okay? And you know, the design life of Mangalyaan was 1 year, whereas it worked for 7 years. That is because the fuel was used very economically, and it is said in the lighter vein that became possible because the operation control was done by a lady. Okay, so certain key positions, there are ladies working. In fact, there are 3 ladies working in the different key positions, and they have proven their competency.
Hello sir, my name is Rover Alpha, and it's as a fresher, it's like a golden day for me. And I beg your pardon if my question is misunderstood. All I want to ask is, are there any regrets or critical decisions which could be made during the Chandrayaan-2 in the last?
No, actually, you speak little slowly and clearly ask your questions.
Okay, I'm sorry. So my question is, are there any critical decisions which could be made, like a regret, during the last the 15 minutes of terror during the Chandrayaan-2 mission, which we regret?
Understood. Actually, was there any human mistake? That's what your question?
Yeah.
Actually, you see, what happens is, these maneuvers are very critical. There is no time for Earth station operator to send command, because it takes a finite time and it has to be done immediately, let's say the next 1 minute or half a minute. It is not possible. It is all done autonomously or semi-autonomously at least. Okay, because the rover movement will be controlled to some extent by operator on the Earth station, but not fully. But other things, which is the landing area maneuver, is completely autonomous. It has to be done by the computer on board. And how well you have designed the software, that determines your success or failure. Okay, so we cannot say that any designer has made a mistake in ISRO, okay, or any operations manager has done a mistake. We cannot say, because whatever was known at that time in 2019, all the things were taken care. We see another reason of dispersion, which I told you is responsible for the crash, was the gravity changes from various heights from Moon. There are so many things like that. We did not know this data. Because of the Chandrayaan 2, now we have the idea. So your software has been enhanced. You understand? There is no human error which actually ISRO can sack or something.
Sir, one more question is, this century is said to be like it is this century is like most other scientists around the world say it would be a critical century, like a golden century for the ISRO, just like the China had like a 15 years or 50 years ago. So is that so?
Yeah, actually, even this decade is going to be very important for ISRO because this month end, this year end, our Gaganyaan, right, the test flight is going to take place. Human mission, which is going to be another path-breaking mission for India, that is going to take place. Next year, beginning, we are sending Adityayaan to study the solar sun, which is also going to be a very important mission. Then there will be Mangalyaan 2, then there will be Venus, Shukrayaan. Shukrayaan is to study the Venus. You know, very ambitious missions are lined up. A lot of work has been done. So you can say in the next 2-3 years, you will hear ISRO's name more often. Maybe I think I will again perhaps meet you at that time to do some lecture if possible. But you see, this decade, important thing is going to happen is, I think, from not this decade, but 2035. The most sensational thing which is going to happen is American astronauts might land on Mars. Okay? And that is going to be the biggest breakthrough. So like that, it is all lined up for all the space-faring nations. America, I don't know about Russia because Russia is engaged in the war, how much they are actually gone behind. But China, Europe, and India, and of course to some extent Japan. All of them are actually attempting to have breakthrough innovations, new missions, and their ultimate goals are right now to find alternative world for Earth and some rich minerals like helium-3 on Moon, do moon mining, bring it back to Earth, produce electricity, like that. There are very ambitious plans.
We'll wrap up with this last question. Sir, it's very a pleasure for all of us to have you here.
Actually, sorry, I'm not able to get clearly your voice.
Okay.
I think you can hold the mic little away.
Sure.
Yeah.
Is this okay? Okay. So I basically have two questions. The first one is, we were talking about space debris, right? We have many space missions which we launch almost every year globally. India has launched 3 missions, this will be the 4th one, and there are many other countries who are continuously trying. So we see that there are many satellites that go into the space, but the debris that is collected, isn't that an environmental issue? Because the piling up of debris will definitely be harmful for planet Earth, and considering all the issues we already have on planet Earth, we are raising a concern in space as well. So how do we address that issue?
Yeah, your question is basically the satellite launching has increased so much. Whether it affect the environment because of the propulsion and other systems.
Yeah, basically I definitely support the technological advancement we are having, the space missions we have. But then I also want to say that is there any way that we can do it without harming the space? Because the debris which is getting collected, that is harmful. I definitely don't mind the missions that we are launching because they are progressive.
You see, the attempts are going on in the direction of, today we are using chemical fuels. Okay? Now, cryogenic engine uses liquid oxygen, liquid hydrogen. Okay? So these are all chemical fuels. I agree that they do cause damage to the environment when the launches increase. So attempts are going on where we can produce or find out eco-friendly fuels. But I think it will take time. And another thing, the damage which is being caused by satellite launching is maybe 1/1,000,000th that of the vehicles on Earth. Okay, like cars and aeroplanes. Okay, so you can say the damage by the rockets launching is negligible today. Okay, so that gets less priority.
So just one more question, I will take a long time. So you mentioned that Chandrayaan-1 discovered water on the surface of moon, right? So how was that practically possible? I mean, I agree that we have achieved the good mark, but then what was actual process? Can you just give a bit of insight on that?
Actually, did you understand the question? Can you repeat it? You first make her understand the question, she will repeat to me.
I'm asking that we discovered water on the surface of moon, right? So I just want to know that how the process was done. Like, did they collected the sample or what was it?
How they identify it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good question. Okay, I understood it now. See, I told you earlier, Earth's signature they are trying to obtain. Now, we have already got the signature of water on Earth. That is very easy, right? You can use a spectroscope and find out the signature. There was a spectrometer on the probe as well as on the satellite. So, by looking at it, your surface, they found out that hydroxyl elements are there because hydroxyl signature we have. It's as simple as that.
Thank you everyone and thank you sir. Thank you for this insightful talk. You took us on an extraordinary journey, unveiling the remarkable achievements and aspirations of India's lunar mission. Now I request, since our principal had to leave urgently, so I request Dr. Rakaman to please inaugurate sir with a memento. Since we all know that tomorrow is the launch, so we are planning to conduct an event in P9 or any class which would be informed to you earlier. We will be showing the launch live at around 2, so please be present, you all are invited. Now I request Professor Naik to please be seated in the audience. Thank you, sir. Now I would like to call Dharkan to present the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon everyone. I am Dharkan, an SYKC student, and I would like to express our humble gratitude toward Dr. Suresh Naik for accepting my invitation to give this talk today and enlighten us with his knowledge and experience over the topic. It was very thrilling to learn about the preceding satellites that went forward before Chandrayaan-3 and learn about all of the inner workings of this project. I would like to thank our principal, Dr. Nitin Kulkarni, for allowing us the opportunity to be able to host this talk today.
Lastly, I would like to thank the audience for being present and for showing their enthusiasm towards this talk. A huge round of applause for all of the participants who were able to make this talk very memorable for us today. Thank you. I would once again like to thank Dr. Suresh Naik for gracing this event. And our very best wishes are with the team of Chandrayaan 3, and we pray and hope for a very successful launch. Thank you, everyone. With this, we conclude. Thank you.